Good morning, everyone. Hello out there. I am Corinne Braxton, and today is Tuesday, April 18th, and I'm coming to you from Bozeman, Montana. It's about 42 degrees here right now. It's supposed to get up to 50 today. The snow is melting, and I'm just going to check now to see if I can find comments and see if I can find myself. It always takes a little bit of time, so if you see me, give me a thumbs up, hearts, all comments. Oh, hey, Kathy, good. I'm glad someone found me right away. I sort of had a time this morning with the thank you for the hearts. I had a time this morning trying to get everything. I was sideways when I always do this, set up everything early enough. At least I try, but you don't want to do it too soon. Hey, Jeannie, good to see you this morning. And anyway, I was like sideways, and then Levon, hey, Levon. I was like, Carla, oh, you're all jumping on. Thumbs up, please, if you don't mind, hearts, all those things, that helps. Let's see if we can find ourselves, see what's happening here on my iPad. I don't see anything yet, but it'll probably take a little bit of time. So, okay, let's see what's here. It's hard I can read the comments a little bit while I'm looking at you this way. It's good to see you. Oh my goodness, we had such a great surprise yesterday. Stamping Up announced that we have free shipping on Wednesday, tomorrow, April 19th, for 24 hours. So that was a total surprise. That's a great thing to do, really. I think this time of year with this last chance, we have our last chance list. Whoops, there's my little notes. We have our big last chance list, and there are still some fabulous things that are on here and some good prices, very low discounts. Hey, Annette, was that Anne? Hey, Anne, where are you from? Tell us what state you're in, ladies, as you chime in. Anyway, today we're going to, so this last chance list is good for another week and a half. We will be, the catalog will be retiring our annual, wonderful, I have loved this catalog. Hey, Munch, good to see you in northern Montana. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. Where are you from? Tell us where you're from. This catalog has been really terrific. But what I want to tell you about, hey, Susan, I'm sorry to keep interrupting all the time, but go to the back and look at the dies. And today I tried to choose something that I like a lot, and it's really discounted a lot. I have marked my catalog. You can sort of see all the things that are discontinuing. Anyway, like the dies that we're going to use today are on page 171. They're called Fabulous Frames. They look like this. And they're $18. They were $35 or $36. They're like 60% off, 40% off. There's so many things that are wonderful, especially in the back. The embossing folders and dies, embellishments and ribbons are the things that I like to look at. So tomorrow is free shipping on $75 or more. And then I'm going to be also, if you have a $75 order, you're going to get 10 free cards, finished cards and envelopes. If you do 100, you get 10 cards plus a gem. If you do 150, you get a pack of paper. So I'm going to do a little promotion, and I'll be sending out an email about that today too. Oh, hey, Kathy, you're from Florida. We're in Florida. So anyway, it's a very exciting time to have that free shipping tomorrow. And I know some of you are probably going like, oh my goodness, I ordered and I still haven't gotten my things from when this started. Stamping Up they had two big things happen. This is the other retiring catalog. They had two big things happen. They had 800 inches of snow in Utah this year after having many years of having a drought. And so they've had a lot of issues with the snow. And then on April 4th, when the retirement list went out and the big discount sale started, they had 20 times the number of orders that they expected. They set a record in sales, a lifetime record in sales. So they are doing their very best. They are working extended hours of bringing all the top people in to help on the pick line. They are doing everything they possibly can. They're starting to get caught up, but it is still slow, and it will be at least a 10-day delivery time, they're saying. So anyway, but I think they're going to get caught up, and then our new catalog starts. This is the new catalog, and it starts May 2nd. That's just right around the corner. Today is the 18th. So anyway, let's, I have some fun projects today. We'll see how much we get done. There are a couple other, here's another set of dies that we're going to use today, the rectangle. This is probably the set that makes me sad the most, although there are lots of neat rectangular things in the new catalog too. But this set of dies, this rectangular stitch dies, is so useful, and it's $24. I think it's discounted 30% or something. There are all kinds of dies. So you take a look at those, and we will be using some of those today, and we'll see what you think after I use them. I'm going to do a little bit of old and a little bit of new, so you're going to get some sneak peeks also. So let me just check the iPad here. See, I still don't see myself. Nope, I still don't see myself coming in. But, well, we'll just work with it. Maybe it'll start after a while. Don't know here. Let's see what's here. No, it's still not working. I don't know why it doesn't work on this. So, there it is. I see it now. Okay, all right. No, we have, Jeannie asked, have we moved yet? No, we are moving June 1st and 2nd. Our house is not finished yet. I was out there yesterday. It is still a pretty big mess, and there's, mud everywhere because the snow's melting, but we're moving June 1st and 2nd. They're saying it's going to be finished, and Terry says it will. You never know until like 3 days before, but we had to choose. Our movers were the big obstacle because they have they don't have workers, and it's a problem. So anyway, June 1st and 2nd, and then we'll be in our new house. So here we go. Let's, I'm just going to check my volume. Can everyone hear okay? I'm going to turn that up a little bit. And now we're going to turn our camera down. So close your eyes for a minute. Please still keep giving thumbs up. Sorry about that. I yanked this whole thing. I've got a little stiff. Just going to loosen this up a little bit. And then I'm going to zoom in. Everything's sort of falling. My cameras, thank you so much. That helps Facebook. That tells them that people are interested. And I can't get it to zoom, but we'll see. We'll get this all situated here in a second. We don't want to get too close to that. We don't want to call 911. Okay, so let me just see. There we go. That'll be a little bit better. Let me see if I can lock that into place. Sorry about this today. I don't know why. It seemed like I hadn't used the tripod. Here we go. That's better. And I just put some hand lotion on, so maybe my hands, I can't zoom in for some reason. I have a class. I have a team meeting tomorrow. And then Thursday, I have a class on masculine birthday cards. So I have one spot open in person, and I have 2 spots left to ship, if anyone is interested in the kit to ship. So anyway, we're going to be using the set that features the Brewed for You, which is continuing on, and we're using the motorcycle set, which is the paper is to die for. Anyway, those are the cards we're going to be making 5 cards, and these are a couple of them. So this one goes like this. Anyway, and this one is a fun fold. I did one of these a couple weeks ago on the video where it stands up like that. So these are the cards we're going to be doing. Let's see what's here now. I'm going to just... Oops, I got that. There we go. Now I can see your comments too. So yeah, keep talking amongst yourselves. We are going to be using the daisy Delightful, Cheerful Daisies, it's called. Cheerful Daisies. I'm just learning all these names. So Cheerful Daisies is the set, and it has some really cool dies that go with it. It's very, very fresh, and the paper. So as a demonstrator, we get to pre-order, and I did, and thankfully I ordered right away, but then I expedited. So expedite, which I hate to do because that costs more money, but this paper is so cool, and we're going to be working with this today. That's what the one sheet of it looks like, and then here are some others. I'm going to just move that one out of the way for a second. It is just beautiful. Here's one of the sheets, and then the other sides are very muted. There's another one. We're going to be using those, so you can see that. You can see that I've already cut up some of the papers. That's the Moody Mauve. They're really sort of neat. And at first I thought, oh, these are so big, I don't know if I'm really going to like using them. But they sort of do the work, and they you can just take one of the panels like this and make a card out of it too. It's really neat. I did some swap. I'm working on some business swaps with other demonstrators that are going. I'm going to Norway on my Stamping Up incentive trip, and that is May 19th. And we do swaps and things for that with different groups. So this is one of the swaps that I've been working on. This is the same daisy paper. You can see that. This is Moody Mauve, and that color right there is Wild Wheat. That's Wild Wheat. Here's another card I did using this set. And hey, Roxanne, where are you from? And Wanda, where are you from? Tell us what state you're coming from. So this was one of the panels, and I thought, I really don't like that. So I sort of challenge myself when I see something that I love this, I love this, I love this, I love that, love this. This one is just my favorite. We're going to use that too. But like on this one, I didn't really like that combination so much, but I thought, well, I'm going to work with it and see if anyway, I played with it and I made this card, and I really like it now. So this is that Wild Wheat, that sort of a questionable color, but it's sort of a nice accent. Anyway, those are a couple cards I did for some swaps. And now we're going to be doing some other things today. I have things falling on the floor. So Cheerful Daisies is what we're going to be using. But then we're going to be using these fabulous frames. So this frame, you can see this. Oops, it's one of these. This is a register cover, a magnetic register cover. My husband bought those for me in Florida, and because I didn't have my stamp and storage ones there, and I needed some anyway. They're a little flimsy, but they still work. But this is the frame that we're using, and oh my goodness, girls, this is a great set, and it's such a bargain price. So I don't know, it's $18, and the number is. I'm going to just let's see if we can, I don't know if I'll tell you the number, 159163. Oh, thank you, Linda. I'm glad you like that. I do too now, and it's so funny because whenever I challenge myself to do these things, it makes, it's sort of funny because I don't like things, and then all of a sudden I use them, and then I play with them, and then they're really quite pretty. So we're going to start. And the first card we're going to make is this one. So I'm going to put those right there. We're going to use, we're only, as demonstrators, we're only allowed to get just a little bit, like 1 or 2 items. Or like I can only get 1 item, 1 pack of designer paper and 2 packs of gems, but I don't have my orders, my third order because of the shipping delays. So anyway, these are the in color. These are not in color. These are adhesive-backed solid gems that go with the daisies. And this is called Lemon Lolly and Boho Blue and Copper Clay. They're really pretty. So this is the first card that we're going to make today. We're going to use a little bit of new, a little bit of old. So, hey, Karen, where are you from today? Or no, you live there all the time. Where are you from? Let us know. So when you say hi, girls, please say what state you live in too, if you don't mind. So this is the card we're going to make. So what I did was I cut out, we get 2 sheets of each paper. So I cut out this middle section, and so it looks like this. And I took some, I don't even know what the measurement is, I just cut it along the lines, but I'm going to show you the other measurements that we have. So then we have a basic top folding card. This is that beautiful Boho Blue, 5.5 by 8.5. And then we have our frame that I cut out. I already die cut this. This is what it looks like. You can see how it has some embossing. Has a little bit of stitching on it right along the edge. And then it has a rectangle. We're going to use this for the inside of our card. So this is the frame that we're going to use, like that. I also cut it out in this new color. I'm not sure what this color is called. I don't know. Can't remember. Oh, California. Glad to know that. Wanda, glad to see you here. Anyway, I decided, no, I don't really like, I don't think it's the right kind of brown. It's, I can't remember what it's called, but anyway. And then we're going to use some, of the rectangular, these rectangular mats that I love so much that I'm going to really miss. I'm going to miss using those. So we're going to do our card. And I'm just trying not to lose too many things along the way here. I still cannot zoom in. I'm sorry about that, ladies. I don't know if it's because I have hand lotion on or what. Oh, there we go. Now I can get a little better. So, okay, what we're going to do, I'm going to bring in my little silicone mat here. And this, ladies, is my April host code. So if you are, I always appreciate your orders. Please use the host code if possible. And here it is for April. My website for my online stores, koreanscrafts.stampingup.net. Or you can call me, and I'm always happy to order for you too if you're not comfortable ordering online. So we're going to take our, and if you have one thing I would suggest for tomorrow is I would order early because the free shipping starts tonight at midnight. Anyway, so I'm going to just cut off a little bit of this. I'm just going to trim it down to, I'm going to put my light back to this way now. I'm just trim it off. Like this frame is 3 3/4 by 5, approximately 5, it may be a hair over. So I'm going to just trim this off a little bit so that it's about the same size. And there's my cutting. The dark one is the cutting. And 3 3/4. I'm going to do a little bit. No, I'm going to do a little bit along the bottom. There we go. I'm going to always keep it along the top as you are cutting. That keeps it straight. I'm going to put those pieces aside. That's all we need our trimmer for at this point. And now we can put our frame in like this. What I'm going to do now is isn't that just the most beautiful paper you've seen? It's so fun because you can let the designer paper does the work, and all you have to do is sort of stamp a sentiment in there. I'm going to use my Tombow glue on this, and then I'm going to put I just don't like to pick it up with my fingers. It makes it so sticky. But I'm going to put this on, and I can see, the beauty of the Tombow glue, which is on low inventory, so that's on my list for tomorrow also. So I've got a little hanging over the edge. And I'm going to take my big scissors and just trim that off. I always say, I truly believe a long bladed scissors, a long blade is easier for cutting straight than a small one. I love my Stampin' Up! Snips for a lot of things. I have a ribbon scissors. I have one for ribbons with like this that I only use for ribbons, and then I have my detail scissors like this. And I love the snips, but I like a large one, a large bladed scissors. Okay, So now what we're going to do is we're just going to put this on, and our card is going to be almost finished. We're going to put, let's put our inside piece in this. Remember, this is what I got from the inside of that die. And I'm just going to put some adhesive on that. Oop, wrong one. I like to use the Seal and the Seal Plus. I really like both of them. The Seal, the basic Seal, is on back order right now, so the refills, but the Seal Plus is not. So on this, what I'm going to pop this up, and I'm going to use one of my large foam sheets. And foam sheets, let's see if I can find that package. Okay, they look like this. If you haven't, I'm just a real big believer, and a lot of my customers now are using these too. You get 5 or 6, I think you get 6 sheets of these. They're called foam adhesive sheets. They're in the annual catalog. They're carrying over to the new catalog, and I just cut them up. That's what I do. I just take my scissors, any old scissors, and I just, oops, my lamp is falling. Oh, everything is sort of collapsing this morning. Okay, so I just take my scissors and cut them. And then I can just put, well, that's not very big. I probably should have done a bigger one. Let's see if I can do that again. Let me get another one. So you can see how big it is. I'm just going to cut off a little slice like that. And then I can chop that up into other little pieces and like this. And I just chop them up and use them. I have a whole dish right here in front of me that I keep for things like this that are good for a large space. So I'm going to just take it off with my fingernails like that, and then I'm going to put it on. Now you're probably going like, oh, this is probably a pretty big waist, but I use a lot of dimensionals anyway, so I like these a lot. So I'm going to center this just like that, and our card is almost done. All we need to do is make a, pecan pie. Thank you very much for telling me that. So now we're going to do our sentiment, and we're going to bring in our little retiring label piece, and pecan pie. I could not, for the life of me, remember that. I've got my Boho Blue. Let me just show you something first. I guess I left this one off. Do you know that Stampin' Up! Has these color names on the back? And I think I left it off so I would show you this today. That was my thinking. I can't get it off. I take your Boho Blue and I put it right here on the edge like that. And then there's another one that's plain. There's also another one in French and German, and then there's another Boho Blue right there. But I'm going to take the plain one, and then I take the plain one and add it right down here like that. Okay? Now I'm going to use my stamps from the Daisy set. This we're going to use, oops, I got some string on there. We need my little foam mat because it doesn't have any red rubber in it, so we're going to just do it like this. You made my day. You make my day. You made my day, it is. That's what it is. Okay, and put that one back. And we're going to do our inside piece, and that's going to be right here. We're going to stamp you made my day. Your friendship means everything. Nice set. Okay, and now we're going to close that up, and we're going to pop this up with some regular dimensionals. This. I'll just use my regular dimensionals for that. And there we go. And I like to take you can take those off with your fingernails, or I like to use my take your pick tool, because then I can take those and just put them in the wastebasket, and they're not all, they don't, sometimes they still get all over the house. Now you can choose wherever you want to put this, what will work. I think I'm gonna just put it in the same spot. I sort of like it down here at the bottom, like that. And now we're going to add a couple of gems, and let's take our new gems. Again, they're called Adhesive-backed gems. They're with the daisy paper. Some of you probably are starting to get catalogs in the mail. If you're a demonstrator, you probably have one already. If you're customers, I've sent many to my customers. Let's see, let's put another one. Oh, we're going to put another one up here. I think I'll put, I'm feeling a little, we'll put another one right there. We're going to put a tiny one. We'll put a tiny one right over there. So we got 5 on there. Isn't that just a pretty card? And it's all finished. That's just as easy as it is. Okay, let's bring in the next one. So this was my original, and this is today's. They're pretty much the same. The next one is going to be this one. Oops-a-daisy, so sorry. I used the lemon lolly, and I used a bigger, I don't know what happened. Maybe I ran out of those pieces or something. So we're going to do something similar. We're going to do a different card. This time we're going to use the, copper clay. That's what we're using. Copper clay. It's going to be the same card, but it's only going to, same style, but I want to show you 2 different ways of doing this. So copper clay, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, copper clay. Then we have a piece of this beautiful daisy paper that I cut. It's 3 3/4 by 5. So this one doesn't have very much on it. You can see that. This one has a lot of daisies. So let's see what we like better. I have a frame cut here. So this is what it's going to look like. With this looks like copper clay. That's a new in color. It's a very rich, pretty color. Anyway, that is what it looks like with that one. What do you think? Do you think I should use lots of daisies or fewer daisies? Just comment if you would, please, and tell me, what do you think? Fewer daisies or, hey, Simone, glad to see you down there in Orlando, Florida. Bet it's getting warm. Do you like lots of daisies or just a few daisies? Which one? Which would be your choice? So we're going to do we're going to stamp a sentiment. It's going to go up there like that. We could either do it, could go like this. What do you think? Lots of daisies. Jeannie says lots of daisies. What do the rest of you say? Okay. We're going to take our, in the meantime, I think I will, we're going to put some, you tell me, lots of daisies or fewer daisies? You tell me. I'm going to put some Boho Blue on top of this, and it's 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I'm going to just put it on like this. There we go. And then just a basic mat size. So let's see what you say. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Simone. Let's see. What are you saying? Fewer daisies. Like someone's a fewer daisies. Fewer. Anne says fewer. Jeannie says lots. Levon says fewer. Okay, I think we're going to use fewer. We'll save this one. I'll do another card with some of the leftover pieces. And so I'm going to do the same thing. This is already done. Let's put our inside on. So get that out of the way. Remember, this came from this, like that. And I'm just going to pop it on the inside. A little adhesive on there. I'm going to use my adhesive eraser. You can get these on Amazon. This is just a piece of Many of you have these. They cost a couple, like $2 or $3, $4. Sometimes I put those in my gift treat bag. Hey, Mary, where are you from? Glad to see you here today. Anyway, so there we have that done so far. And let's do our frame next. Oh, there's the other one. That was probably for the other card. We'll just set that aside. And we're going to put this right here and bring in our little silicone mat again. We're going to put some adhesive on this once more. Just a little thin line. Remember, you don't need much. This, just a tiny bit, goes a long way with glue, which is hard for, sometimes my grandkids, they will squeeze pretty hard. They love, especially in our old house when we had lots of room, they were in here, they were with me a lot in the craft room. And I think they will be in my new house because they're going to live right, they're going to, some of the grandkids are going to be, 3 of them are going to be just down the hill, and they'll take their 4-wheelers and snowmobiles up to our house. So we bought a piece of property, and we've all been building houses and buildings for the last 2 years. So there's just a little bit on that edge right there, but just not too much. Don't want to cut into the frame. Okay, so now I'm going to take a piece of, that looks pretty nice, I think. I'm going to take a piece of my adhesive, and I think I'll use a couple like this. I'll do it like this. Just have these already cut. You can, obviously, I would probably use 8 or 9 or 10 dimensionals if I weren't using these. Oops, my fingers are sticking to them now. Okay, so they're very sturdy, and then when they go through the mail, it won't sink in, cave in. Sometimes that can be a problem in the mail. So let's put this on like this. Now, I think this would have been really pretty. I wanted to use a new color. That's why I used the copper clay, and it was in the daisies. But I think a white card base would have been really pretty too. So that's the card. And now we're going to do our stamping. So we're going to stamp a little sentiment. Right there, I've got 2 of these in case I make a mistake. Let's see, I think I need my clay. I'll be right back. Hold on. Just talk to yourselves, amongst yourselves. Well, I think I have my copper clay over here. I think I was prepared, really, but it's in my other basket right here. It is, yeah, right there, just right next to me. So we're going to use the stamp set Oops-a-Daisy. So sorry. This is in the stamp. Let's see, where's my stamp? Just a really, it's such a cute Oops-a-Daisy. So sorry. It does not have an inside, so sorry. I mean, I don't know, you could say, so sorry you're sick or whatever, or you're so sorry you've had a bad day, whatever. But I did pull out a stamp. This one is called Olive Branch, and it is retiring. It is a beautiful set. I did a video on this, maybe 9 months ago or so. It's just a beautiful, it's got a nice story. It's got a peace, love, hope. May your heart begin to heal. Thank you for reaching out. It's just a beautiful, it's a distinctive set. And I don't know how much it is. It's in the annual catalog, but it's really a nice one. We are going to stamp it with May your heart begin to heal. So I'm going to put that, I don't know what I have right there. Oh, it looks like I have something on my stamp, but I will have to work on that. May your heart begin to heal. There we are. There. These stamps are these ink pads are very juicy. One thing I realized was that when I'm in Florida, I never have to re-ink, or I shouldn't say never, but rarely do I have to re-ink. When I'm in Montana, the air is very, very dry here, and I have to re-ink a lot. I always encourage you to buy the refill, the ink refills. I think they're $3.75. When you're buying the ink, or if tomorrow would be a great time to do that. I always think it's a good, when there's free shipping, paper is heavy, so that is a good thing to buy. I like to go through my stacks of cardstock and see what I'm low on. It's a good time to buy envelopes, adhesive, anything like that. Plus, of course, all the things that are retiring that are discounted. So there's the other card made with this set. Oops, a daisy. So sorry. And here it is with the green. So quite a pretty set of paper. I have one more of those, and we're going to do another one. And this one again comes from this big panel. Hi, Nancy. So this is the one that I cut out already from one sheet. And I'm really thankful that I did expedite one order. Unfortunately, one order was my discounted things, my saving, the retiring things, and the other order was new things, and I didn't order very much. And then I ordered it a third time, and that order still has not shipped. So I don't have, I have a little bit of everything, but not a lot. So this is the other card that I made. This is I used espresso on this. Oh, thank you, Carla. And this time we're going to be using these new gems. I only have this one package. They're gorgeous. The 2023 to 25 in color dots. They're so pretty. Just as pretty as can be. I love that boho blue. It's absolutely my favorite, which is sort of the color I wore today. I tried to find something that was boho blue. Okay, let's bring in our pieces, and we're going to do the same thing again. This time we're going to use this color that lots of people don't maybe think, like lots of people like it and lots of people don't like it. It's wild wheat, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then we're going to take our white piece is going to go on next, and that's just a regular mat 4 by 5 1/4. And then this I've already cut out according to the lines, and we're going to put that dark frame over it. So if you want to take it, I will have all the directions written up. I have to type these up and take pictures. I already have the directions written up. So I did that yesterday because I have a really busy day. I have a really busy week, actually, with a team meeting tomorrow and Thursday, another class. So that's going to go there. But anyway, after the end, I do have to take photos, and then I watermark them, and then I'll post it all. So it all takes about another hour, and then they'll be up and running, and you can go back. And so if you are not a demonstrator, I would love, please think about it. I would love to have you on my team. It's always wonderful to get that 20% discount. Plus, you always get to pre-order, and you can pre-order new things right now. So that's a great advantage of being a demonstrator. So I'm going to just, I'm going to have to trim this again, just like we did before. There we go. Did pretty well, not getting any of that adhesive on my fingers. You can always take, if you do get Tombow on, you can use hand sanitizer. That takes it off. So I keep some right next to my workspace here. So now I'm going to trim this off. Trying not to cut into that espresso. Early espresso is what's in the Stacey paper. And okay, there we have it. Oops, maybe just a hair right there. Okay, I put on a big sheet of adhesive. Like that. And I'm going to take smaller piece right here that I have already cut. My little dish. And peel that off. Anyway, this card is super easy. Just, isn't that pretty though? I love that. With this wild wheat, it's a color I didn't think I would really like. We're going to do our stamping. Again, we're going to use this little retired label. We have other things in the catalog that are like this label is continuing on, but I really do love those square rectangles. I'm going to miss that a little bit. Although there's some other neat rectangular dies that have some stitching on them too, but we're gonna just do 2 of those. And again, we're going to use the same stamp that we did before. We're going to use Early Espresso, and I think we'll do one right there. Oh, I forgot my little mat. No, we'll do that. It worked okay. It was small enough, but it does not work on it with a bigger stamp. But we'll do one more. Tap, tap, tap. There we go. And that is done. And then we're going to do our inside. Let's see, I guess I don't know what I did with that piece, but we'll do this white one. We'll just stamp right on. I like to use 3 3/4 by 5 for the inside quite often. I do have pieces from that. Oh no, the other, when I cut that frame, it was the espresso. Oh, I better turn it this way because it's a vertical card. Your friendship means everything. Just like that. Put that away. And now we can just put this on the inside like that. Hey Nadine, good to see you. Where are you from? Nice. It's nice to have lots of new faces joining us. You can always go back and if you missed the beginning, you can watch the replay, of course. And then I do put these on YouTube, so you can use that one. Put it on. I think we're gonna put it maybe right there in the middle. Here's another. We can use that one. Maybe we'll use this one this time. And just because we can do whatever we'd like, of course. Do something slightly different. There we are. I think I'm going to put it down here toward the bottom. You made my day. Let those pretty daisies show. Except I can't. There we go. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. And now we're going to put some gems on. And let's see what's here. We're gonna put a big one at the. We're gonna put a large one, the largest. It comes in 3 sizes. We're gonna put a large one, maybe right there, and then we're gonna put a medium one. I like to sort of do a triangle if possible. We're gonna do another. Well, we can do a small one. We can do another little small one right there. But I have sort of a triangle with my gems going on. And there's our card. This was the other one. I put the other one, I put the sentiment right in the middle. This one I put it toward the bottom. So anyway, I wanted to show you before I go on to the next card. We're running a little late already, but maybe we'll just show you a couple things. One of the dies cuts out this whole piece like this, and then you can layer other pieces on it. So that's what I did on this card. It's really quite a unique set. There's 2 layers here, so I laid this one down first, like this, and then I die cut the other pieces of the daisies and put it on top. It's a little bit more tedious, but it has a nice look to it, very embossed look. But that's a nice piece. And then it has all these other dies too. So just wanted to show you that. And then this, so now let's go on. I just want to spend a few minutes reminding you about a couple other things. I'll tell you what, I wanted to do something with this, with copper, because it's retiring. And I wanted to do something with this really cool split texture die. It's only $28. I think it's normally $36. It's still available. It was on back order for so long, and now they have more. But that's in the catalog. But I couldn't figure it out. So what I'm doing is I found a card that I did a couple of years ago with these beautiful butterflies. These are pearlescent butterflies. I love this set. And it is retiring. It is retiring. Let me see if I can. The stamps are gone. However, I really didn't use the stamps a lot ever. Didn't have any words with it. It was a big stamp, but it has all these dies, and these dies are still available. I don't know how much they are, but they're in the big catalog, and they're discounted heavily. So they cut out beautifully, and that's what we're going to do. I wanted to show you how. Anyway, I had this card. I've saved it because I really like it. I liked the fact that I had stamped below the embossing. So that's what I did on this card. And I took out an emboss. So we're going to use this copper clay again. And these are parts of this stamp set that I was featuring today, the fabulous frames. That's now $18. So this, we use that one on the daisies. And now we're going to use this part, which also cuts out a center rectangle, and then this oval. Neat. It's a neat set of stamps for sure. And so what we do is this. Just going to move this out of the way a little bit, so we're not always bothered by that. Okay. We're going to bring in our pieces. I've got everything. I'm just going to do this sort of quickly, I think. So the copper is retiring. And I have a lot of copper too. It's so pretty, and I never use it. I don't know why. I always use gold or silver, mostly gold. But that part drops out. We're not using that. So what we're going to, and here's the frame. I also just did a frame just to show you what that looks like, but you can see how the stitching is in there and the embossing. We'll set that aside. But I ran it through the, I took a white mat, just a plain white mat, and I ran it through the eucalyptus embossing. And it's 4 by 5 1/4. And that's a basic size. And let me see what I was going to do next. I was going to, we're going to show you that this is carrying over too. It's elegant eucalyptus. It has two. This is a beautiful set. But I love these. They go in our little mini machine, a mini cut and emboss machine. But they're small enough so that when you, like on this one, I did these little eucalyptus branches. I can't get them open. I should not have put hand lotion on, I think. My hands were so rough, though. Anyway, so I put it in like this because I want to be able to have that area for stamping. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. I like that copper, too. It really is very nice. Very pretty color. Yeah, so let's do our stamping on that. We're going to do, what am I using? Let me see what's here. I don't know what I'm using. Thinking of You is the name of the stamp. Oh, here it is. I have things spread out. In this tiny little cluster, here's our ink. Our ink is copper clay. Oh, here was the other one. That's the big spray of embossing eucalyptus. We're not going to use that. But I'm using the stamp from the art gallery. Oh, this has been one of my favorites. I love the They have really good, just real straight lines. Best wishes. You are lovely. I'm thinking of you. Happy birthday. I miss you. Good luck. And then it has these dies. And this is still available. This has been in the catalog for 2 years. It's a 2-part stamp. Just a beautiful one. I'm using that thinking of you because I think that's just sometimes we just think about it, just someone pops into your mind. Okay, there we go. We're going to stamp that down here on the bottom. I'm thinking of you, and I wonder if I want to stamp something on the inside. Thinking of you. I think we're going to do a congratulations maybe. So let's see if I can find my white piece of paper for the inside, which I don't see, but I've got some right here in front of me. Here's one up on my little, it's I think 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to do congratulations. This is going to be a horizontal card. I'm going to put it right in the middle like that. And then that is all we're going to do. And because we're going to put, I want to do this. I want to take this copper circle and put it on like that. So we're going to do that. Just because we can. I mean, it's just a little emphasis, little extra. So we're going to put this on like that. And I'm going to just leave that right there for a second. So we're going to use it. Do all our gluing at once. I love my silicone mat for, because anything I can just peel it off or wipe it off and nothing else, because I can't stand a sticky table or mat. So that's the inside of our card, and our copper is 5.5 by 8.5, basic size. And we're going to do, that goes in the inside like this. My shirt is sort of boho blue. Yes, it is, Nadine. Yeah, I have a couple. It's one of my favorite colors is blue, so I have lots of blue shirts in my closet. This is going to go on next. So we're going to put that like this. Whoop. Got a little on the edge there. I have very little boho blue paper left. I made one. I think I made 2 swaps with boho blue, and it's gorgeous, gorgeous color. Now I'm going to put this on next, and I'm going to this just sort of features my butterflies, I think. I think the new in colors are gorgeous. I am going to really miss Evening Evergreen. I don't know if it's still available or not. If you're ordering online, you can always punch the number in. It'll tell you if it's available or not. I do that. I take my name, and I just enter things in and see if it's still available or not. And then I can always erase it if I want, or, delete it. So we're going to put that right there. And now we're done with that. And we're going to take our butterflies. Oh, I forgot to put the ribbon on. That's okay. We will skip that today because it's already on. We don't really need it anyway. We'll just leave it off. On this one, I put the sparkly ribbon. I love that sparkly ribbon. It's retiring. I think it's still on the clearance, but it's a great one. We're going to put our butterflies on, and I have a lot of butterflies cut. They, when you're doing something as heavy as the copper or the gold, you always want to make sure that you run it back and forth a few times, like 3 or 4 times even. I'm going to use my take your pick tool and just put I don't want to use dimensionals on my butterflies because I want the wings to come up like this. And the butterflies will just, we'll just put them about like that. And then we're going to take our we have big butterflies. I didn't die cut all of them, but I cut a lot. And we're going to do the small butterflies. There are a couple that are, here's a really big one. There's 2 more that are even larger than this one, but we're just going to use the small ones on this card. And because I want to sort of put them in that fabulous frame. So we're going to put one up here, like that. Bend the wings up, and then I'm going to do another little one. Where's my little take your pick tool brush? Oh, here it is, right here. And you can just take that, and I thought I had done all that ahead of time. Most of it I did. That'll poke it out. This, I like to keep my brushes next to my die cutting machine. And there we go. But this is just part of the, and it comes with a foam mat too, but this piece is separate from the take your pick tool like this, and it just goes on. But you can do whatever you want. You can only have one, or I think I have 5 of these, and there's a spatula end. But I have them in my different workstations, one next to my machine, and one next to my standing station, one next to my sitting station. So I think it's important to get up and move around a little bit when you're crafting. I didn't get all the little pieces out. I don't know. Oh, here's the bigger one. Maybe I'll use that one. We'll do that. Take that and just curve those wings a little bit and put a dimension, take your glue dot and put it on like that and bend the wings, and we're almost finished. Now I'm going to use some little, I don't have any copper gems. Well, I do have some that are from this. I have these pretty copper ones right here. We could use those. Yeah, that would be pretty. We'll do that. But I did, on this other one, I used the gold along the body. That was sort of neat, I thought. But we could put our copper. Do that. We'll put them right. We'll put one right there. Another one right there. And there. And I think we're going to use 2 more. I'm going to put one there. I'm thinking of you. And there we go. And see if that's a little high. Let's see if I can get that off. Lower it. There we go. And there we have our card. I'm thinking of you. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Alrighty. I hope that you will consider, if you don't own this, this is just a great set to have. Still available. Let me see what else I have here that I wanted to tell you about. Oh, here's another one. That's a really good one. This one is called Fancy Frames. It's $17. And it cuts out this beautiful lacy frame. Very nice. So that's a good one. I thought there was another one here. But anyway, let's turn the camera around. Close your eyes. And let's, if I can get the camera turned around this time. I don't know, everything's sort of stiff today. I don't know. It's almost like someone was in my room playing with my tripods, tightening things up, and I couldn't get it. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mary. Thank you, she said. Beautiful cards today. Well, anyway, ladies, don't forget free shipping is tomorrow on all orders of $75 or more. So my additional special is you get the $75 order, you get 10 cards. With a $100 order, you get a package of gems and 10 cards. $150 order, you get a pack of paper, retiring 6x6 paper, and gems and 10 cards. So anyway, that's the special. So get your list ready. Start marking your catalogs. Look through your cardstock. All those things today. That helps. And get your list ready for tomorrow. Those of you who are night owls, you can order after midnight. If you're not, I will probably order about 6 or 6:30 tomorrow morning. And if you would like me to help you with your order, please let me know. You can send me an email at CorinneBraxton@AOL.com, or you can send me a private message, or you can send me an email, or text me, or whatever you'd like. Alrighty, everyone. I will see you next week. one more week before our catalog. All right, we get the new catalog in May. Next week, I will be here on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, my husband and I are going to Mexico to visit our daughter and her husband and 3 kids that live in Sayulita. So we are going to Mexico for a short time, and then I'll be back for the new catalog. So, alrighty, everyone, have a great day. Thank you so much, and I always appreciate thumbs up, hearts, and please share. Sharing is caring. It really helps. Tell your friends about my channel. That helps me grow my numbers. Alrighty, thanks so much, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.